Okay, hi, it's Megan. I know a lot of you guys commented on my video of me piercing my septum, and you were like, oh wow, you don't know what you're doing, you need more gloves, blah blah blah. I never said it was a professional piercing. Like, I realized I should have worn gloves, and I know that as far as piercing goes, piercing antiseptic is the best sterilization tool, and you always buy your needles pre-packaged. They're sterilized in ethyl gas. But as far as home piercing goes, and like sterilization, as far as sterilization goes, like the best thing is, like, that's not too dangerous to use is like some sort of alcohol and fire, because that's how you get it very clean. It may not necessarily be the best thing to use for piercing, but that's the best thing to use, like, to sterilize. And to everyone who said, oh, I hope that your septum gets infected, well, I still have it and it's not infected, so guess it, like, it's not infected, it's fine. I've had it for, I don't know how long it's been now, but I've had it for a long time, and it's not infected, so guess you didn't look out there. And like, I got a lot of frequently asked questions like, where did you get your needle, what gauge was it, all that kind of stuff. I got it at Painful Pleasures Inc., which is an online website. They sell piercing supplies, rings, they sell everything that you could ever want there for piercing. They sell forceps, and they sell sterilization tools and piercing tools. They sell the needles, they sell corks, they sell gloves, they sell aftercare products. They sell everything there. That's where I would go if I needed any more tools. It was a 14 gauge needle, which is like the typical piercing needles. Like, it's this typical gauge size for your septum. It's like what you start out with usually. Usually you start out with 14 or 12, and then you can gauge it up if you want to. They have septum pinchers, and I'm pretty sure you can get those at Painful Pleasures as well. If not, I Google things, and you know, that's like with my gauges, I googled where to get those, like the tapers and such. Like, I don't know, I just have small gauges right now. They're just 00s, but I want to get to like 3/4. But let's see, what else do people ask? They ask like what you should do, like how you should do it. Basically, there's like it's like a cartilage, like it feels like cartilage, like right above the really hard part, like right in front of, there's like a really hard part in your nose, and then there's like the cartilage, and then there's the skin, and it's like the cartilage between the skin and the really hard part, and like you pierce there. The higher up you pierce, the less it hurts, and like if you don't pierce high enough, you can't like flip it under or whatever, so you can hide it. But yeah, so just like pierce kind of high up, but not too high up, because if you get up too high, then like you see this, like it gets thicker, and you won't like be able to, it'll look weird if you pierce it too high up. But let's see, let me figure out what else you guys ask. I don't know, my internet's not working all that good right now, so I don't really know what else you guys asked. But, like, I just know that there were a lot of questions, like, what do you do, like, how do you do it, I'm getting ready to pierce my septum, you made it look so easy, wow, blah blah blah, and then there were all these things about, like, you don't know what you're doing and everything. Like, honestly, I'm not that old. And I haven't been piercing my whole life. And I just said that I knew what I was doing well enough to not kill myself or injure myself. I didn't say that I was like a professional or anything. So, I mean, you can sit there and you can say, like, you can just like say shit to me about that. But I don't really care because it's not gonna affect what I do with my life. I'm just gonna be like, wow, that person has no life. They're insulting people over the internet, you know? It's fucking YouTube. Who the fuck cares? I'm sorry for my language. I shouldn't say that. That's not appropriate. But like, you know, who cares? It's the internet. I mean, if you want to go and insult people over the internet, go ahead and be my guest. But that's just kind of pathetic. That's like, that's not like hardcore. It's not cool. And it doesn't, I mean, if you need to insult people to feel better about yourself, then maybe you should just like get therapy or like talk to somebody. Because, I mean, I love all you guys. Like, I really do. I love you all. And you know, you should love yourselves. Even, I mean, that one girl, I'm not gonna call anybody out, but you know, everyone's like, don't listen to her. I'm not gonna name names because I'm not gonna call anybody out. But, you know, they're just like, don't listen to her. I even love her. I love everybody. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so, I mean, just don't hate it, because hating gets you nowhere in life. But yeah, so a quick recap on the things that you guys actually want to know. The needle was 14 gauge. You can get it at Painful Pleasures. Sterilize with piercing antiseptic. Wear gloves. I know that I didn't do that shit. It's whatever. Okay? Just chill. It's my nose, not yours. I'm not a professional. I don't pierce for a living. Okay? Just chill. You know, don't pierce too high up, but kind of higher up. Like, you know, the middle of your nose, like in between that and in between the middle of your nose and the top of your nose is probably the best place to pierce it, and pierce it in the cartilage in between the really hard part of your nose and like the skin part of your nose. So that's, thanks for watching, and you know,